Well, hello everyone and welcome back. It is a beautiful day here in Indiana. Only 1 week after the Hoosier rain hysteria. It's so nice here. So today I'm going to go back to a job I started several months ago, the hickory tree line, and you've seen that a little bit since we cut over there. I went and cleaned it up. You saw that video, it's linked above. And then after that I went back with the Mini X and the MT100 and started cleaning up the fence line, and it worked really well. I didn't film it, I just wanted to get stuff done, but today I'm in a mood for filming, so I'm going to do a video on this, you know, clearing some small trees down and stuff with small equipment and my low trail trailer here. So this will be the first time you guys have seen me use this in action, like what I bought it for. Since the last video you saw, I moved the jack up here. I put this box here, works good for straps and chains. But yeah, so we're gonna put the MT100 on the front and then put the excavator on the back. They're warming up now, and we're gonna get after it. All right, so that's how it works. We put the excavator right over the axles. That one weighs like 4,200 pounds is what online says, and this one, the machine, 3,200 plus the grapple, 400 or 500 pounds. So yeah, it works good. It tows nicely behind the truck like this. I'm gonna get these things strapped down and we're gonna get over to the job. It's like only like 5-7 minutes from here, so pretty close. And we're gonna start ripping some stuff out. So about a month ago, like I said, I came out here and cleaned all this up. I'm not sure if you can see, but along this was all overgrown weeds and I don't know, just junk. And I cleaned it all out, dug all the roots up and stuff. And then the owner of the property, Brett, he came back with his tractor and box blade and smoothed everything out. I kind of rough graded it with the root grapple, ripped everything out, and he smoothed it out. But since then we've had a lot of wind, and it looks like we've had a few more of the dead ash blow over there and then a cherry here. So I'm going to go back and get these ripped out and put these in the pile. So how I like to do this, and you'll see it more so when we get down to the other end that hasn't been touched yet, is I like to go through with the mini excavator, rip out everything and just make piles, and then go back through with the MT and shove it all together, or grab chunks and take it somewhere else. So we'll take out this cherry right here. right guys, so the excavator work is done. It does look like a big mess right now, but it's all loose and it all can be root raked into a pile. But yeah, overall the thing worked pretty good. I found a dead ash tree right over there and pushed it down. It didn't take much at all. You got to get those ash trees down before they fall down and hurt somebody. This thing is still a mess. I think I'm just gonna have to cut it because all the branches are still attached pretty good and I can't rip them down. So probably have to cut and shove it very carefully, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, everything else is down and I'm going to track back up that way and change this out and get the MT loader and come back and shove all of this in a pile and root rake this stuff up. So I will see you back with the MT loader.